Hey guys, Jamie here. Before we get going on today's video, I do want to mention you may have noticed a recent change in my background scenery. That's because we're going to be doing videos from here in my shop now going forward. It just kind of makes everything easier for me to keep it all centralized. I have a lot more room. My bench is in here, supplies, a lot of my props, as you can see, are in here as well. Still making a lot of tweaks, lighting and audio, and trying to get the levels correct there. So you will see some changes in the upcoming weeks. Bear with me. I apologize. And I thank you in advance. But enough of that. Why are we here? Spooky statues, did it work? Let's do this.
Step right up, come on in, join the show, it's about to begin.
Okay kids, so as always, the original tutorial for this will be linked in the description below. Ingredients for this project will be a thrift store statue, spray primer, various acrylic paints, and a sponge for application. I use acrylics for almost all my projects that require paint. They're relatively inexpensive, they're available at most hobby shops, and if you're a regular haunter like myself, these are great to have in your arsenal for like gravestones, cemetery columns, various weathering techniques, which we'll actually see here in just a bit. Here I'm doing a dry brush technique. This is a very small amount of white paint that's brushed lightly on the statue to hit just the high spots. It gives an old, worn look, and it also adds more depth and detail to the finish. At this point I felt like it needed something a little more scary added to it, so I decided to paint the eyes black. And here are some shots of how it turned out. Honestly, you really could stop here, but being that this is going to be outside in my graveyard display, I wanted to add some weathering just to, make it appear as if it's been in the elements for many years. Using a spray bottle, I have water in it, just a little bit of black acrylic paint mixed in, and I'm going to spray that entire statue and just let it run down and dry. And here I am doing the same with white acrylic paint and water. And you don't have to stop here. I mean, you can go back with browns and greens as well. And the idea here is for it to dry with some streaking and have it caught up in the crevices and cracks. It gives it a real old spooky look, like it's lived in my graveyard for 100 years. And here's the ever popular before and after shot. Don't skip that priming step. And I would suggest using a spray primer. Don't use anything that you have to put on with a paintbrush, because you're eventually going to start losing detail in the statue because you're going to be painting over top of that as well. Typically what I like to do is hit it with maybe 2 coats of a spray primer. It's going to help your new paint job adhere, as well as cover up any colors from the original paint job. Now, it just so happens I have the original statue that I first did an application like this on. And here it is, guys. It's a mother and child. It's awesome. It looks great in the graveyard, but as you can see, it's all peeling off here, right? And that's because I did not use primer on it. I will be going back and fixing this statue. Maybe in a later video this year, I'm going to go back and I'm going to use the same sponge painting technique. Spooky statues. As far as my build is concerned, did it work? Absolutely. I actually have it right here. It still looks pretty much exactly like it did the day that I had originally finished it. One thing I did notice is some of the weathering, the washes that I use, the acrylic washes, because it's so thin and it's mixed with water, they do fade. I will take a white wash, sometimes black and greens as well, and just do another quick weathering, because that does get partially washed off with the rain and being in the sunlight all the time. The great thing about this build, guys, is it's not super difficult to do, and they're pretty cheap if you can find them. I see them all the time in thrift stores, flea markets, tag sales, and it's a way to have a prop that somebody from Spirit Halloween cannot buy, or the guy that lives 3 houses down and has the same type of display, he can't have it because you guys made it. That's it for today's video. I really appreciate you guys as always. If this is the type of content you like, please consider liking and subscribing, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.